ఇంతేనా తమ్ముడు? క్లాస్ అబ్రప్ట్గా ఎండ్ అయింది. ఇంగ్లీష్ కాదు.
Okay, there is some net problem at my house, so that's why I could not able to. Now comes to I had added this particular S1 and S2, S3, and now the originality of the objective function should not change. So originality of the uh, should not change means z is equal to 3x1, all these things, and so this is 0s1, 0s2, 0s3. After this, you have to formulate a table like this. So CB means the value of the S1 and S2, S3. S1 and S2, S3, the slack variables, the coefficient has to be marked in this particular column. The basic variables, nothing but the slack variables, S1 and S2, S3 are there. Next, this is the solution means 8, 10, 15, nothing but 8, 10, 15. So these are the values of the constraints, 8 to 10. So 8 is the first equation, 10 is the second equation, 15 is the third equation. And the next comes to, here I have mentioned x1 and x2, x3, s1 and s2, s3. And the x1 means, you see these 3x1, 5x2, 4x3. So 3, 5, 4 and 0, 0, we have marked like this. So all the elements, they must reflect in this particular table. All the elements that appears in the objective function must appear in this particular row. Next comes to, these are S1 and S2, S3, the slack variables. These are the values of the constraint equations. And the first row relates to the first constraint. 2x1 plus 3x2 plus S1 means 0x3. 2x1 plus 3x2, 0x3 plus S1 is equal to 8, nothing but is equal to 8. Sometimes you may mark this at the end of this particular column. Instead of in this column, you can mark. After that, you can put this ratio column also. But that is better to, somewhat easy, better to understand. Next comes to 2x2 plus 5x3 plus S2 is equal to 10. So 2x2 means 2, 5, and so sorry, 0x1, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 5, and 0s1 plus s2 is equal to 10, is equal to 10. Next, x1, x2, x3, three variables are appearing, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, like this. So the entire table reflects, this is s1, s2, this is s3, s1, s2, s3. So next comes to 8, 10, 15 like this. And after that, after arranging all the values from the objective function as well as constraints like this, you mark this as Zj. I will tell you later all these things. So Zj means you have to find out Zj means 0 into 2, 0 into 0, 0 into 3, like this. If you add 0, you will get it. 0 into 3, 0 into 2, 0 into 2, like this. For every row, you have to multiply this with the CB value. So next comes to like this. If you multiply with the zeros, you will get zeros only, 0, 0, 0, all these things. So next to Cj minus Zj. Cj means 3, 5, 4, triple zeros. 3 minus 0 means 3. 5 minus 0, 5. 4 minus 0, 4. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0. Like this, you are getting Cj minus Zj. So because now you come back to the particular, this is a maximization problem. So maximization problem means, and you have to identify the elements in this particular row, the maximum value. 3, 5, 4, 5 is the maximum value, and you have to mark it with an arrow like this, a vertical arrow that is going to be called as entering column. That is going to be entering column. So generally we are going to mark on the blackboard or whiteboard. I am going to mark like this entering column with a certain arrow. And after that, these are the things, values of the constraints. So therefore, the entering columns, the solution, the equation equalities should be divided by this entering column elements. 8 by 3, you put it like this. 10 by 2, you put it like this. 15 by 2, you put it like this. So 15 by 2. So if you mark this column here and put it, it will be better. So 8 will be here, 8 by 3. 10 will be here, 10 by 2. 15 will be here, 15 by 2. So next column, 15 by 2, 10 by 2, 8 by 3. Like that we can mark. It is somewhat easy to understand and easy to solve, and make the external examiner to explain. Also, it is very easy. So after this, what is the least ratio? What is the least ratio? 8 by 3. So 10 by 2, 15 by 2. Among all the things, 8 by 3 is the least ratio. You have to mark a horizontal arrow here. And therefore, in the vertical column, is the horizontal column, and 3 is marked with certain darkness. So 3 is the key element. What we are going to call 3 is the key element. And in the next table iteration, you have to make it 1. You have to make it 1, and subsequently you have to write down iterations, carry out the iterations. That is the difficulty in this particular thing. So if you want to get 1, and you have to divide the entire thing by 3. So 8 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 1, and 0 by 3, 1 by 3, 0, 0, and this is the normal ordinary thing. And after that again, so if you got 1, you have to make it 0, you have to make it 0. And if you make it 1, automatically the unit matrix is a 1, and this should not be, this also should be 1, you have to mark it. So in the next column, you see that I told you by 3 means 2 by 3, 1, 0, 1 by 3. Yeah, I just told, isn't it? 2 by 3, 1, 0, 2 by 3, 1, 0, 1 by 3, 0, 0, all those things. So now ratios should not be considered here. So this is the, you leave it like that. Next comes to, this is 0, 0. For this particular thing, 0 means you have to do it separately. So if you intend to do it 0 here, 0 here means old row, new R1 is equal to, like that you have to mark here in this against this particular thing. New R1 is equal to old R1. So sorry, new R2, this is new R2. New R2 is equal to old R2 minus the multiplication of this particular thing you have to carry out. So here you have to write, unless the blackboard is there, it's very difficult to calculate the particular. So this is 1, means like that you note down, you can note down new R2 is equal to old R1, R2. Old R2 means previously this is old R2, old R2. So 0 minus, so this is 0 minus, you have to make it into minus, means 1 means 0 minus of this thing. Like that, there must be some coefficients. And similarly, this also should be there. And here you have to write new R3 is equal to old R3. Old R3 minus, with respect to this particular equation, you have to solve the particular thing. Old R3 means this is old R3. Old R3 with respect to this, you have to carry out the particular thing. So next also, so like this, we'll calculate the particular thing. If you refer to Paneer Selvam, you can understand well regarding this particular thing. So after getting the values, again, one means ఇక్కడ చూడండి S1